Dear friends, Shalom. Welcome to our episode number 5, entitled The Poor Always. There is still another gospel passage constantly invoked by those who are against church involvement in politics. The text, chapter 14, verse 7 of St. Mark's Gospel, which reads as follows, quote, "The poor you will always have with you," unquote. Many of those who read this particular passage for the first time are greatly surprised, since it is so misleading. Because if the poor will always be with us, then what is the point in helping and or working with them in their struggle to free themselves from the bondage of poverty? Context. The Greek adverb pantote, meaning always, is never used in the Gospels to modify a verb in the future tense. That is, an action or situation lasting into the future without ever stopping. In such cases, the Gospel used the Greek aiston iona, occurring several times. For instance, Matthew chapter 21 verse 19, Luke chapter 1 verse 33, John chapter 4:14, and even Mark chapter 3 verse 29. Thus, the Greek adverb pantote is used in the Gospels either in the present or past tense. For instance, in the past tense, John chapter 18 verse 20, quote, "I always taught in the synagogue," unquote, meaning not teaching forever. In the present tense, Luke chapter 15 verse 31, quote, "Son, you are always with me," unquote, meaning not together forever. In our case, the translation uses the present tense. The poor you always have with you. Meaning, this statement does not mean that poverty will last forever. It cannot be an obstacle, but instead an encouragement to continue all efforts to eradicate poverty via involvement in all or any action promoting justice, peace, and care for the integrity of God's creation. Interestingly, the early Christians believed that poverty is not permanent. Acts chapter 4, verses 22 to 25. Especially since they observe faithfully the Sabbath mandate, quote, "You should have no poor among you," unquote. Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 4. To be noted that rich and poor are correlative terms. A society where there is widening gap between the rich and the poor is immoral. It implies exploitation. Likewise to be noted is the capacity of the religious sector to enable the poor to have a voice of their own, and in the meantime, be the voice of the voiceless. Thank you for listening. Shalom.